concepts for deficiency diseases, and that is the deficiency of carbohydrates and the deficiency of proteins. So first of all, we should know what are deficiency diseases. So basically these type of diseases are not transferred from one person to the other. They are non-transferable disease, but basically such type of diseases are caused when you have lack of one or more nutrients. And as you know, there are so many nutrients like vitamins, minerals, fats, carbohydrates and proteins. So if you have any one in the deficient quantity, or if you lack any one of these nutrients, then you may get the concept of, then you may have the deficiency diseases. So now we will discuss the deficiency diseases caused because of lack of carbohydrates or lack of proteins. So first we will discuss the lack of carbohydrates, which may lead to a condition, and then we will have a discussion on it. So when you have lack of carbohydrates in the body, so first we should know what is the importance of carbohydrates. So as you know, carbohydrates are the energy giving food. So when you intake carbohydrates in the form of starch, sugar, sugarcane, jaggery, so all these contain carbohydrates. So when you have carbohydrates in your diet, you may get energy. So they are known as the energy giving food. But if you have the deficiency of carbohydrates, then you may feel tired after a short period of time. You may not be able to do the various physical activities like jogging, running, doing your homework or anything like that. You may feel tired after very small time. So that is a condition. If you feel tired very frequently, that means there is lack of carbohydrate in your body. Now you can take the example like if there is a manual worker or a daily wage worker, manual labor or laborer, who actually does a lot of physical activities in the day. That means he had to do the construction activities, he may carry the cement or various other types of things. Now that type of human being may require more carbohydrate as compared to a person who is just sitting in the office and doing the work on the computer. So these are the two basic differences on the intake of carbohydrate. If you have to do more of manual work, more of construction work, more of the heavy work, then you need large quantity of carbohydrate. But if you are sitting idle or doing less amount of work as compared to the manual worker, then you need less quantity of carbohydrate. But if you have excess of carbohydrate, that can be stored as the condition of fat, and it can lead to the condition of obesity. If a person is obese, that is known as the condition of obesity, and that person is very risky for the case of heart diseases. So we should have the required amount of carbohydrates, nor less or nor more, because if we take the less carbohydrates, then we will not get the energy to do the various activities. But if we take more carbohydrates, then that lead to the condition of obesity. So this was the concept for the deficiency of the carbohydrates. Now let us come to the deficiency of proteins. So as we know, proteins are the body building food. So when you take the proteins like in the form of milk, eggs, fish, all these contains proteins. Even pulses also contains protein. So when you take proteins, there is better development of the bones, of the muscles, and proper growth of your body. But if you don't take the proteins in the right quantity, like for example in the growing children, because in the growing kids, they require more proteins. So they need to have milk every day, they need to have the pulses every day, because they require the proteins for the development of their body, development of their muscles. So whenever there is a condition in which there is lack of deficiency or there is deficiency of the proteins, that leads to a condition known as kwashiorkor. Kwashiorkor. But sometimes when there is deficiency of carbohydrates along with deficiency of proteins, that lead to a condition known as marasmus. These are two diseases. Kwashiorkor is only for deficiency of proteins, and marasmus is also deficiency of proteins, but sometimes deficiency along with the deficiency of carbohydrates. Now we will have a detailed discussion on the kwashiorkor and on marasmus. So as we know, in the case of kwashiorkor, that is a case of deficiency of proteins, and in this case the children, maybe the poor people, more commonly in the poor people, because as these type of people do not have money, so as they don't have the money, they cannot buy the milk, they cannot buy the eggs, and if they cannot eat such types of food, they will not get the protein, and thus they will lead to a condition known as kwashiorkor. So it is more common in poor people. It can also lead to stunt growth. Stunt growth refers to the condition where you don't have proper growth of your body, your cells become weak, your muscles become weak. That is the symptom of a kwashiorkor. Then also you have a pot belly. You have a swollen belly, the pot belly. Then also you can have mental retardation. Your brain may not function very efficiently as in the case of other students or other people of your age. Also you can have the swelling of the face or on the hands, on the legs. Then you can have swelling on the face, on the other parts of the body. These are the symptoms of the kwashiorkor. Let us discuss the symptoms of marasmus. First, you should know that marasmus is more common in infants or young children below the age of 5 years. So it only happens to those children which are actually below the age of 5 years, and it has some symptoms which are common to kwashiorkor. Like you can also have weak bones. You may have mental retardation, like the brain is not working very properly. It is not responding to various signals. The muscles can be also weak, and you may have your limbs or your legs may not function properly. So these are the conditions of marasmus. Symptoms of marasmus. The basic difference between kwashiorkor and marasmus is that it is a deficiency of proteins. It is a deficiency of proteins as well as some kind of carbohydrate. But if you have in the examination point of view which disease is the disease for the deficiency of proteins, you would always write kwashiorkor. Then some symptoms are quite common, like the mental retardation, stunted growth or poor development of the body, as these both diseases are common for the proteins and the carbohydrates. One more difference is also there. Marasmus is only for the infants below the age of 5 years, and kwashiorkor can be any person who does not have proper intake of the proteins. Now when we have discussed the diseases of kwashiorkor and marasmus and even carbohydrates, now you can also discuss the importance of cure and prevention. As you know, the best cure and prevention of these diseases are the intake of more proteins and intake of more carbohydrates. For this, the government have also launched various schemes like the midday meal. In this scheme, midday meal scheme, the students who are in the primary or secondary section in all the government schools, they are being given the milk. They are given one time meal, that is basically around 12 noon, and they are given the food to the students. This food is actually the nutritious food which contains all the nutrients. They contain all the carbohydrates, fats and vitamins which are required for those primary students. Also, government have launched the integrated child development scheme. In this scheme also, they provide all the children with suitable nutrients so that they do not have the condition of kwashiorkor or marasmus. So this was the concept of deficiency of proteins and deficiency of carbohydrates. We have discussed both of them one by one, and in the end we have discussed what is the cure or prevention of such types of diseases. This was everything about the carbohydrates, proteins and their deficiency diseases.